I need you to listen to me carefully right now, not with the ears that hear noise, but with the heart that recognizes truth even before the mind understands it. Come closer, closer than the distance that separates breath from breath, closer than the shadow that follows the rider across the dunes, closer than longing sits in the chest when night stretches long and silent over the desert sands, because what I am about to say does not fit in the common language of people. It is carved from patience, soaked in memory, and carried on the back of time, like a falcon carries a message across the empty sky. So listen, not hurriedly, but with the stillness of someone who knows that a single sentence can change the direction of a life. I need you to listen to me carefully right now, because I have walked through chapters where the light seemed so far, it looked like a dying ember on the horizon. Yet still I kept moving, not because I was fearless, but because I believed that hidden behind every trial is a wisdom that reveals itself only to those who refuse to collapse. I have learned that silence is a language, a powerful one, spoken by those who think deeply and feel even deeper. I have learned that not everyone deserves access to the private storms raging inside us. Only those who listen with sincerity, not curiosity, should be allowed to hear the thunder. So understand this. I speak to you now, not to be heard, but to be understood. There comes a moment in a person's life where the heart becomes heavy, not because it is weak, but because it is carrying too many truths alone. And in that moment, you need someone, not many, just one, who can stand beside your silence without demanding explanations tonight or today or whichever hour time has settled into. I am that traveler who has paused in the vast desert, looking at the sky not for directions, but for reassurance. And you are the person standing close enough for me to trust the weight of this moment with you. I need you to listen to me carefully right now, because life doesn't always give us the chance to speak in the exact moment when the soul feels like it is unraveling. Sometimes we stay quiet for years, hiding our fears under laughter, our wounds under responsibility, our exhaustion under the mask of strength. People say, "You are strong," and we nod, even though strength was never a choice. It was simply the only option. But today I choose to speak, and I choose you to hear it. There is a kind of loneliness that does not come from being alone, but from being surrounded by people who do not truly see you. A loneliness that feels like standing in a crowd while your heart whispers to the wind instead of the faces around you. It is a solitude shaped by misunderstanding, by carrying burdens that no one recognizes, by fighting battles in silence, while the world applauds the smile you wear. If you have ever tasted that kind of solitude, then you already understand me. Before I finish this sentence, and if you haven't, then listen even more carefully, because this is the kind of truth that teaches compassion to those who have never been inside a storm. I need you to listen to me carefully right now, because there is a part of me that refuses to continue in the old way, the way of swallowing pain, to keep the peace of pretending clarity when the heart is full of unanswered questions, of standing strong when sometimes strength feels like sand slipping through my fingers. There is a part of me yearning to breathe without fear of being misunderstood, a part of me that wants to be heard without being judged, wants to be seen without being measured, wants to be valued without having to earn every drop of acceptance. Do you hear me? Not just the words, but the meaning wrapped inside them. Life has taken me across landscapes where the horizon burned gold at sunset, where horses ran wild because their souls knew nothing of limitation, where the desert whispered stories of ancestors who carried dignity like a blade of honor. These journeys shaped me, but even the strongest traveler needs someone who understands the tiredness that settles in the bones after too many miles, under too many suns. The truth is, I have learned to hide my battles behind disciplined calm, to walk with my head high, even when my feet felt heavy, to speak softly, even when my heart wanted to scream. And this is the first time in a long time that I am allowing someone to hear the unpolished version of me. If you are still listening, then know this: you have crossed the threshold into the place where my honesty lives. I need you to listen to me carefully right now, because what I am saying is not merely woe.